Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my Planner Project videos. So in this one I'm going to be setting up my RootView and ViewModel so that they are ready to go for when I want to implement the designs. So that's going to involve me um, putting in a container to put in all my content pages, and then also setting up just a control so that I can have menu items in it, so that I can switch between the pages. So that being said, let's hop into it. So first thing I'm going to do is I actually need to change what this inherits. Basically, a screen just contains one set of data from a view, um, which was ideal for the login screen and for screens that are more complicated. Um, that you don't want to, you don't want to be managing all the data inside of this root view when it could be done elsewhere. So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to have, I know that I'm going to have a list of items here, and this is where I'm going to have the main content for the screen. Okay, so this list is going to contain uh, links to the various different pages that I'm going to have. So I'm going to have one obviously for the projects, for the notes, that kind of jazz. So so the class that I need to change this to is called a conductor of type object. What this means is it can um, grab data from another view and another view model and pop it inside of a object that's going to be within this root view. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, so that for now is all that I need to do here. Just for now, I will have to do more later on. But that has set up this view model so that it will work with what I'm about to do. So first of all, I'm going to have to just set up grid and just put in my column definitions, and also my row definitions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this padding around this card inside of the window, because that's what I'm doing with the card. And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to say in this row I'm going to need 2 rows. In fact, no, 1 row. So I don't even really need row definitions. I'm going to create a 1 row definition just to say take up the whole space. The next thing I'm going to do is make 2 column definitions. One of them I'm going to make about 250 pixels, and the other one I'm going to make take up the rest of the space. 250 might be a bit large for what I'm going to need, but we'll go for it. This height is not going to be this particular height, it's actually going to be the full screen. So what I'm actually going to have to do is I'm going to have to say, actually I'm going to get rid of this one here, this initiate window movement, because what I want it to do is I want it to be to fill the whole screen. So this doesn't need to be true anymore. Um, I don't think this need this anymore. Still need no window style, so we don't want to be able to drag it from the top, etc. The height and width don't really matter, because I'm going to say it's window state, which is how big it is, or so whether this is maximized, normal, and minimized. So what I can do is I can say that I want it to be maximized. And that also means I can get rid of this startup location property because that doesn't really matter in this case. Right, so everything else should be okay. Yeah, obviously this will change on when I start the application, but for now that is perfectly good. Um, and I also no longer have to put this inside the card either, because although I would have to set this background, because the reason for the card was so that I got the nice shape, but I don't need that shape inside of this. So instead I'm just going to give this background material design dark background. There you go. So it's the same thing, but now it's just inside the window rather than inside the window inside of the card. Next thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a a back column. So this is where I'm going to put my navigation buttons. Okay, so that's going to go in there. So let's just give this a name. Equals. I'm just going to call it navigation. Now I'm going to say set its row equal to 0 and its column to equal 0. So that sets it there inside of here. And then I'm going to say vertical alignment is stretch. So it means it will stretch to fill all the space. And the same as its horizontal alignment, stretch. What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to scroll bar dot scroll. Oh, no. Should be able to make it so it won't scroll. Horizontally scroll, false. Okay, vertically scroll, false. And then that, I can close that. Okay, so then if I was to place anything inside of this, or I'll be doing that later on. But if when I place stuff in this, that means that they will automatically stack downwards, rather than me having to manually place them or put them in a grid, which would work. That just means that I've got to manually say you're in this grid, like you're in this row, this column, this column is this high, rather than just go in there, do your stuff. So that's that, and then I need to add in. I'll just quickly collapse these up just to make the code a little bit more readable. Put some spacing in, and just say this is row 0. Column 0. Just because we've only got one row, so just to say that's column 0, column 1. Right. So what I need to do is I need to make a content. I need to make content control. Give it a name of active item, and then I just need to set its row equals 0, its column column span, just column, equal to 1. And then I think that is it for that one. Okay, so I'd already done all what I'm about to do now, which is why I've already got this stuff here, like my view and my view models in. But I'll be showing you how to do that later on in the video because I did lose this footage, so I'm redoing it now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making it so that so I can put content inside of this content control. So first thing I have to do is I'm going to have to make a constructor, and then inside of that I'm just going to have to create. I'm also going to have to create a iWindow object. So iWindow manager WM, and I'm going to be passing in a iWindow manager lowercase wm. So this will be so that I can, if I need to, open up more windows and keep track of them, which I will have to do at some point. To say I want to open up custom dialogues, or say I want to create, say, start a new project. So to initialize it, I'll be opening up another window, for example. So first thing I'm going to do is just say wm equals wm. So the the property wm is equal to this variable that I've passed in wm. And then what I can also do is I can set, I can say activate item, and I'm just going to be passing in a new, I call it a dashboard view model. So what you want to do is you want to pass in the view model that is going to be viewed. That's related to the view that you want to see inside of this content control. So that's basically saying this is the active item content control, and I'm going to be putting an item inside of there. Okay, so that will be dashboard view, a new dashboard view model. So if I were to quickly come into my dashboard view, just pop in a label, button, just any control will do. In fact, not a border, I said a button. There we go. Just because it's already got data in it, it's already got a visual. And then run this. Then if I were to put in data that works, just a password that will work. There we go. So you can see I've got my label there. You can't see my stack panel because it doesn't have a different background, but it is definitely there. So it's probably about that wide and goes all the way down. There is a way I could, I suppose, show it by giving it a different background, which I can try. So if I go to my root view, give this a different background, to say set the background to red, just so it stands out nicely. So testing, testing. So testing 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark. There we go. So you can see it's there. It's probably not as wide as I said it was, but it's actually quite a nice size because I plan on having like a user icon here with like your name, um, and then the different items you can select, like there, that's there, there. I have got some designs drawn up, um, but they're certainly not like finalized in like Adobe XD or anything, um, like I've started to do with my projects and applications. That just showed that works. Uh, so let's close that. Turn this back from red to just normal. So that is that setup. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to remove that quick. Um, what I am going to do, to finish off this video, is I'm going to quickly create the other views that we're going to need, and the associated view models, just so that when I come to actually implementing the design of them, um, I have something, I already have the files there ready to go. So, different views that I'm going to need. I'm going to need, so I've got my effective home screen. I'm going to need a notes view model. Get rid of that dot symbol. Oh, sorry, no, not view model. Sorry, this is just a view. So my notes view, and I'm also, yeah, just my notes view. I don't need this view model anymore. Get rid of that view model. Let's get rid of all this stuff, to be honest. Quickly save that in. And this is just so I can see what views I've got. So I've got my dashboard, I've got my notes. I'm going to need one for my projects. So projects view. Going to need a dashboard notes project. I'm going to call it money view. See, money doesn't sound right. Finance view, I'm going to call it actually. Finance view. Because that's going to be where I'm going to be managing my finances. And events view. Oh, and then just the associated view models as well. So add class. So we've got our dashboard already. Notes view model. I'm going to pin this here. So notes view model. Add class. Next one. Projects view model. Add class. Finance view model. And events view model. And if I just make all these inherit from screen, I might have to change them at a later time to I never actually added that dependency. Just get rid of these because I actually need them for the time being. Just to make them more compact. This can inherit from screen as well. Just get rid of these. don't know what's giving it all that white space. And right, so that is all of them in place. So now all my files are, well, all my initial files are all ready. So for the time being, I think that's it for this video. I haven't shown myself doing this. I have been doing this, but I haven't actually been showing myself doing it. So let's just stage all these changes because I definitely want them. And then I'm just going to say episode 9, comment 1 in this video, in this stage, I added, I started to implement code into design code into the root view. Yeah, and added the pages, the view model views and view models for each of the pages that will be in the end product. Okay, stage, go to the sync page and sync. And that should be just a second. There we go, it's working, so it's just compressing all the files. Bish bash bosh, that is all done. So, thanks for watching another one of my videos. In the next one, I plan on actually designing what I want my UIs to look like. So like I said, I've got my basic designs that I've just got sketched up, but I want to create some more, um, give them a little bit more shape and size. But I've got shape and layout, but I need to sort out how I want them to be sized and what how I want them to be relative to each other. So as in like how big is each thing going to be in comparison to each other. Um, so yeah, that's it for this one, and I'll catch you in the next. If you haven't already, and if you enjoy the video, please make sure to hit the like button. If you like my content and want to see more, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already, just so you can keep up to date on this project. If you haven't, this is the first video you watch in the series, I'll leave a button up here to the like a link to the playlist. But for now, that's it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.